Welcome back, ClayNation. It's Maddie and Olivia here with this week's news. Just a reminder that there's no school next Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday for Thanksgiving break.
Great job to all those who performed in the fall play, The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Big congrats to band as they placed second at the Bands of America National Competition this past weekend.
Reminder to those of you who want to learn about another culture, French Club meets every Monday from 3 to 3:45 in room 305.
On to Mackenzie and Abby to talk about some upcoming sports for the Potters.
Thank you, Maddie and Olivia. This week's winter sports are officially starting.
Tonight, there's a Cherry and Gray game introducing all winter sports,
including girls and boys basketball, wrestling, boys swim, chess, and esports.
They're also introducing Skills USA, Speech Team, Scholastic Bowl, Madrigals, and Cheer and Dance.
Tomorrow, the girls basketball team opens their season playing at Rock Island at 1:30. Good luck, Lady Potters.
The boys basketball team will open their season Tuesday versus Altamont in the Potter Dome at 7 p.m. Dress to impress in your best Potter gear.
Also Tuesday, the wrestling team has a meet at IVC starting at 5:30.
And next weekend, the girls and boys are hosting a Thanksgiving tournament in the Potter Dome.
Make sure to check 8 to 18 to check the most updated times for the games.
That wraps up sports this week. Make sure to show support for your fellow Potter athletes. Back to you, Maddie and Olivia.
Thanks for those sports updates, ladies. A shout out to our boys soccer team who raised $4,196 for We Care this year. Great job.
Now let's hear from Ellie, who met up with Bellamy to hear how our MHS speech team did at their first competition.
Hi, today I'm here with Bellamy from the speech team, and I'll be asking them a couple of questions. First off, what is the speech team?
The MHS speech team is really a place where you get to express yourself through the art of public speaking. There are a lot of different categories, so there's like informational, public address, and then there's the category that I do the most, which is like more artful interpretations like poetry and prose and that kind of stuff.
And why did you decide to join the speech team?
I joined because I wanted to go a little bit outside of my comfort zone. In freshman year, I really was a very shy person, and I never really talked to people, and I wanted to be able to like make connections and be able to actually speak my mind and put my voice to things.
And does the speech team have any upcoming events?
Yeah, we actually have one coming up this weekend at Richwoods High School.
All right, and what is your favorite part about being in the speech team?
It's just such a loving community. Like, everybody is very welcoming and accepting no matter what level you're at. The judges are always very nice. The competitors are always very nice. It's just a really warm environment, and people really have a passion for what they're doing, and you can tell.
And if someone was looking to join the speech team, what days do you meet, or like what times?
We usually meet early Monday mornings up on the third floor with Ms. Mora, and it's usually just a pretty laid back. There's usually just a few of us there, so anyone can come whenever they want, and it's a very laid back atmosphere, and it's a really fun time.
All right, well, thank you for joining us today.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for that, Ellie. Speaking of entertaining, the Madrigal Feast will take place on December 2nd and 3rd in the Bertha Frank. Tickets are $25 and must be purchased in advance. See one of the posters to scan the QR code and purchase.
We mentioned the success of our marching band earlier in the broadcast, but let's hand it over to Ian, who caught up with MHS drum major Kurt Zwetz.
Hello, Potters. I'm Ian Mushler here with drum major Kurt Zwetz, here to ask him about the extremely successful band season. First question for Kurt, what was different about this season?
Well, this season, I think we fully recovered from having the COVID year sophomore year, so that kind of helped. And I think it's just kind of the full swing of this era of the marching band. So.
All right, and just to clarify, what was your final play / what you finished as this season?
Yeah, so we were grand champions at every competition we went to except for Grand Nationals, which is the national competition, and we got 19th overall at Grand Nationals.
Pretty good. All right, so who do you think really was the band MVP this year? Who really helped you to success?
The band MVP, I think I have to shout out my class. We talk a lot about our senior class and how motivated we've been with how much we've been through. So with the COVID year kind of knocking us down and having to push through all that. So I think hopefully next year's seniors and the seniors after that will carry on this winning streak.
All right, and lastly, just what was it like, past 4 years, you're a senior, what was it like just having such success this year?
It felt like a good finish, like a good closer for everything that I've worked for. Like most people in Morton have been in band since 6th grade, so it's like 7 years of commitment finally coming to an end. It's a good feeling.
All righty, good to hear. Back to you in the station.
Thank you, Ian. Sounds like the marching band had a great time in Indy.
That does it for us, Clay Nation. We don't have a broadcast next week due to the Thanksgiving holiday, so enjoy your break.
Good afternoon and welcome to the PAC Awards for today, November 18th, 2022. PAC stands for Potter, Acts of Kindness. So sit back, relax, and let's celebrate this week's nominees. First up is Max Sullivan, nominated by Mr. Hatter. Max always makes sure that all students in their 6th-hour class feels welcome and they have an opportunity to perform. Way to go, Max. We need more people like you. Kaylin Dawson, nominated by Mrs. Noss. Kaylin took the initiative to hold the door open for a student in need. He saw an opportunity to help and took the lead without even being asked. Way to go, Kaylin. Joel Larson, nominated by Mrs. Ayer. Joel is being recognized for voluntarily staying after class to help pick up an activity that they did during their stations in that class period. Nice job, Joel. Ben Schaefer, nominated by Mrs. Moss. Ben helped a student who was not feeling well. Way to be that friend, Ben. And last but not least, Cody Breedlove, nominated by Miss Fountain. Cody's being recognized for being asked to sit in student services while the ACES teacher, Mrs. James, had to go accompany another student in class. Way to be flexible, Cody. Congratulations to this week's nominees. We thank you for all that you do, that you bring to Morton High School and to the Morton community. There will be no PAC Awards next week due to the Thanksgiving break. I'm wishing you all a well and safe Thanksgiving. Spend time with your family, your friends, and be thankful for all that you have and all that you've done. Stay tuned for the PAC Awards, though, the following week.